This is Maria Michaelsen. This is the 2nd December 2020. I wanted to make another documentation that proves that they are brainwashing my daughter Maria to believe that her mother is psychologically sick, and that is the reason they use that she cannot be returned to me. And this is, I can document that this is pure lies by special psychologues that have had evaluation of my mental health and says that it's all good. 100%, I have absolutely no diagnosis at all. So I'm psychologically and physically all 100% well. And I find it really sad that they are actually brainwashing and lying to my daughter to make her believe lies about me they created themselves to do what they do to her. And I hope this way that also Maria get to know the real truth, that I am mentally and physically all well, and that that is written by doctors. First I want to start with that in 2013 I had a CPU investigation, which again the earlier neighbors in the building case at Froland Kommune stood behind to just harass and bother me. I lived in Evje at that time, and it started in 2012, this investigation, and stopped in the middle of 2013. The report, this just to see that it's official papers and that I document what I say here. The report is built on conversations with the mother at the office, home visitations, conversation with the contact teacher on Froland Children's School, and a report from CPU service in Evje, and telephone call with beredskapshjem Wenkelunden, and conversation with Maria alone. The background for the investigation is basically to evaluate my ability of taking care of my daughter, and that she was getting all she needed and had it well in my care and custody. Angel seems to be a girl that in many ways have absolutely everything she needs. The contact teacher, Kenneth Gundersen at Froland Children's School, says that Angel is functioning very well at school and have good grades. In the start of the school year 2013, Angel seemed a little that she needs some time to come in to socialize there with the other children, but again after moving from Evje, but the contact back to Froland, but the contact teacher says that there's been a very good development, both with at school and also the social matter at the school. Angel have a good friend at the school and is now much more social than in the start. The contact teacher says that he has a very good contact to Angel Maria's mother, Helena. The mother mean herself, Angel also have it good. The mother means that it's very important to socialize the daughter with other children that have the same interests, and wanted to let her start on riding courses to ride horses. CPU is agree on this, and Angel also likes to be together with animals and to play piano. CPU services see also the strong connection between the mother and Angel, and Angel rather don't want to go to the visitation home that she is 1 weekend a month, and Angel Maria rather want to be home with her mother. Something about the child's care needs. Angel have a need for stable, safe role models that can give her the development support she needs to develop to be a harmonic and happy girl. Angel have need to get help to get to school and get the follow-up she needs to get her schoolwork done and things like this. Angel needs to get the right food and the right clothes for the different time of the year. Angel needs to be in a care situation where she can feel safe and taken care of, but that the grown-ups is deciding, so she can be allowed to be a child. Then there comes their description of their opinion of my care evnen towards Angel Maria's care needs. CPU servers have through conversations with the mother understood that it's very important for the mother that Angel have it well. The mother gives a very good picture of what Angel needs, of closeness, love and safety, for that she will feel well and have it good. The mother, we find that the mother takes responsibility for the daughter, and that she priority her daughter towards her own herself. The mother tells of that she loves the daughter very much, and it's clear that the mother is very proud of her daughter. The mother have a hard economy at the moment because she pays for 2 houses because of a building case, but she takes the responsibilities there and she do the necessary prioritizations for that she and the daughter will have a safe and clear every day as possible. The mother have had court cases with neighbors and Fola communities have been a not nice situation in the mother's life, and CPU also have a little concern over Angel also because of this building case and all around that. One example is that Angel told that she were not allowed to play with the neighbor children because they were of the people they were in conflict with. So the parents of the people in that building case on the other side denied their children to play with Angel. So it's sad if Angel will get involved in the grown-up world and in this way not get the possibility for good relations through playing and activity with other children. This is very vulnerable when they live in a small village with people and such conflicts get very big. On another side, it is up to the mother to take the choices that involves the daughter. The most important is that she's understood that on long term it can be difficult for the daughter to get friends. Description of family and network. Angel lives together with the mother. The mother have an older brother that the CPU service knows, and the mother says she also have a son and 2 other brothers and a father. The father to Angel lives in Holland and she visits him a couple of times a year. As CPU service have understood, she find it okay to be together with her father. In conversation with CPU service 5th September, then she told of near coming trip to Holland, and she looked forward to see her father. The visitation home also confirms that she likes also to be with the father. CPU service don't know the father's side of family much, without what is already mentioned. Description of the family's samspil connection, me and Angel. Angel and the mother have a very close and near relationship. CPU services, we see, yeah, and under home visitation, the 5th September, the CPU services observed a safe and good tone between the mother and child. Both had good looks to each other, and the mother let Angel let loose and free to tell how she had it. Angel played piano, and it was not hard to see that the mother was proud of her daughter and that the daughter were in good care. The mother have some reaction that Evje and of Evje and Hornes handling of the case. The mother wish that the saksbehandler should take care of the lies, that it's lies that stands in some papers. For example, that I should have anything to do with drugs or something, which I never had, and I went myself to my doctor to take urine tests and all these things to take away this lie. Also, that doctor who were my doctor for many years, he wrote a letter that this has been a patient of mine for many years, and I never, she never had anything to do with drugs for my knowledge, and when I have had to do with Helena Michaelsen. The conclusion and the evaluation of this CPU investigation in 2013 was CPU services at Froland is evaluating that Angel is getting very well taken care of by her mother. Angel is getting to school every day. She's with on different kind of hobbies, both in and outside the little village she lives in. The mother tells herself she's an artist and do concerts and a musician. CPU services evaluate that Angel also can have use of inspill, I don't know the English word for that, from other grown-ups and children, so she can develop her own forms of interest and choices. And this is what I did. She was on ballet, she was on piano lesson, violin lesson, swimming, horse riding, riding school. She had her own pony, really everything. CPU services have had several conversations with the mother, and urine tests was eliminating the concern or send it in about that the mother was supposed to use drugs. So that was eliminated by that, and the mother said in conversation with the CPU the 22 October 2013 that she could take more urine tests at her Dr. Heimdal if wanted, and give the results to the CPU. CPU services appellera mother to take this urine test too and further send the test to the CPU. This I did, and it was also, of course, all clean. That this will never in the future be a tema. The mother have under the whole investigation period been declared that it is a bit belastning of her to be in such undersökelsen, because she's already in a court system of a building cases, the building case. And the mother have through her contact with CPU had several saksbehandlere, and she haven't felt she had a good contact with them all, and that have led to that it takes some time for the mother to have trust to to get the best contact possible. So altogether, CPU services in Froland and Evje, after a half-year investigation, is safe on that Angel's practical emotional care needs is very well taken care of by the mother in her custody and in her care of Angel Maria Michaelsen. It is important that she have also contact to other safe people that can lead to get out all the good resources in her. CPU services evaluate on behalf of this that the care of Angel Maria is all well by me in my custody, and it's signed by 2 CPU workers. One is Ingeborg Andreasen, she is a CPU leader of Froland, and the other is Elisabeth Ann Michel, she's a CPU consulate. And the only thing what happened after that is that I won the case towards the neighbors and in court, and suddenly this never existed, and then they created a bunch of lies about me. Further, I want to show proof from my next fastlege when I moved from Froland. His name is Robert Burman. I have been her doctor the last 2 years. The document is from 11/1/2019, and I haven't had any mistanken, thought of that she's using drugs or anything of any other kind. Also, she don't use any medication, and she's in a very good physical and psychological health, and it confirms with this that she's not using any medicine, and she have also taken tests here and no drug use, and also for the patient's psychological health, I'm showing to the letter of psycholog specialist Else Bachmann from DPS Solvang, which is a special psycholog who evaluated me and found that I was 100% psychologically well and had absolutely no diagnosis at all, and also not the diagnosis that was planted in me in this case. And this is stamped and signed by Robert A. Burman, Special Allmänmedicin Doctor. Vennesla, 11/1/2019. And here comes a letter the evaluation of done by a special psycholog of my psychological health. And basically her conclusion is the most important thing. Wrong paper, sorry. So much paper, sometimes it's getting a little bit basically, she is, it stands here, the planted diagnosis, they put it on me. And she says she have taken this and that tests, which has weird names. But you see, it had all kind of, we don't understand that so much. These codes of EEP and C and SCL90 and all these kind of things. So basically, as I said, the conclusion is the most important. She don't find that I have any diagnosis, also not the diagnosis they planted on me. And she also don't find any symptoms of the hypothesis of any of the diagnosis put it on me. So basically, this is Else Bachmann. Basically, it's and it's the date 9/1/2019. And I was to see her many times, and I had a lot of tests with her. And out from these tests, I'm 100% psychologically well. From my doctor, I'm 100% psychologically well, and also 100% physically well. Here is a doctor they paid off to lie about me. His name is Fredrik Garmanslund. And he write lies about me and made and created a psychiatric history on me. In Norway, in years, I can even prove I didn't live there physically. Yes, like from 2000 to 2007, for example, is an example. So this is really evidence that they paid off a doctor to make lies about my psychological health, to weaken me as a care person for Angel and plant a reason that they shouldn't return her to my care. And as I said, this doctor, and they also paid off another doctor, which I never met. So, but he was kind of working at the same place as this doctor that were paid off. So he was also paid off to say the same lies about me. Basically create me to be a psychologically patient or psychologically sick, which I now prove I'm not. Here is an official document of my address history in Holland. Fredrik Garmanslund, in the CPU case, plus another doctor they have paid off to lie about me, have written also in the CPU case a psychiatric history on me from years 2001 to 2007. This official document I got sent and paid for from Groningen house, Kommunehouse in City House in Holland. It's really official documents that I physically lived in Holland. So what Fredrik Garmanslund is writing, it's clear, it's paid off. And it's really serious what he and this other doctor have done and created of lies about me. It's really serious. I also have witness acclaiming that I lived in Holland these years. It's simply not possible. When I'm not physically even in the country, that they are even there to write a psychiatric history in a country I physically never were at this period and these years. And I said the rest they planted themselves, and the special psycholog call it hypothesis, is just paid off lies. So if you see this, Angel Maria, here is really documents, and mommy have documents that mommy is not psychologically, don't have a psychological problem at all. And I hope they will stop brainwash you with lies about you, and finally now tell you the truth. And on top of that, free you and return you to my care, which I also, again, after a report for investigation for a half year of CPU themselves until 2013, said Angel Maria was very well taken good care of. in my custody and in my care. The only thing what happened after, I won the building case. So then you people put one and one together, and I hope my documentation have given a little bit more clarity in what has been going on towards me and Angel, and whatever false rumor that I am supposed to be psychologically sick, that or that it's not true, some things I say or something, it's all true, and I'm not psychologically sick. And they planted things on me to try to cover up the truth. And the truth is what I've told you and what I've documented for you. And again, thank you for watching. Next time I will show some documents where they blacken over with black tush, where Angel speaks herself, yeah, and more things. A cacao document where they, I call it, where they actually put it something to influence Angel at Froland School. Done by Heidi Konnestad in the politicians of Froland Kommune's order, and one of the earlier neighbors, Annette Obersland Andersen, and they put it in a cup of cacao, and she got very sick from it, and it affected the way she speaks and her brain. So next time I will read up this document, and after that there will be some documents more. I await my lawyer. For example, a doctor document where the doctor has seen Angel Maria come from the foster home, if you can call it that. I call it pimp home, with blue marks under both her arms. And you don't get blue marks under both your arms from falling on a bike. 7. Okay, again, thank you for watching, and my album get released, Angel, the Hidden Chapter, in 2 days. 4 December. Okay, have a nice day.